So welcome to the show. Now, if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I'm all about bringing cooking back. I share cooking videos and baking videos, and it's all about making you a better home cook or home baker. Now, this video is part of the series of videos that I've done with cooking with cheese, and it's brought to you by Sirimon cheese. Now, today's recipe, the Shakshuka. What is Shakshuka? It's actually like a stew, egg in a tomato stew. The main ingredients is the onion and the tomato. But for today, I'm going to actually add the everyday cheese. I went for this cheese because I feel it's perfect. It has a mild cheese flavor. It's like a combination of Gouda and cheddar. So this is actually a cheese that you can use, especially if you're not a fan of cheese. You know, some people say it has a very cheesy flavor. This one is a mild flavor, so it's a good introduction to cheese for anyone who doesn't like cheese. It also has a low melting point, and that's why I was going for it. So let's go start cooking, and I'll show you how you go about it and how you also introduce the cheese into the egg. First thing you want to do when cooking is start with the onion. Pan is hot, a little bit of oil. I just want to cook the onions. Now the amount of onion here is about one large one. So the tomato that I have here is still okay because it will cook. So we want to cook the tomato until it's soft, which should take about 2 minutes. So the next step I'm going to do is add a little bit of oregano. That's for flavor, it's optional, and I'm actually using it because I have it in the house. So dried oregano, about 2 large pinches. Stir. You can also use thyme. First I'll add the tomato. This is about 2 large tomatoes or 2 medium-sized tomatoes. So the idea here is to cook the tomato until it's soft. I'll also add salt and pepper at this point. And stir. So at this point, what I'm going to do is to cover the pan, so that the tomatoes cook. We want them to be soft. So when covered, it will take about 3 minutes. You can add a little bit of water, but the whole idea is to make the tomatoes cook completely. Now, one way you can also do this is actually use a blender and blend the tomatoes, but for me, I also want that chunky result in terms of the flavor, of the tomato. So now what I'm going to do is make 2 holes. When you're making the holes, just make them apart so that the eggs don't touch. And then one way of doing it is just pouring an egg like that with a small container, or you can still crack it. You can also break the egg directly into the hole like that. I've reduced the fire. A little bit of salt and pepper on the eggs, just on the eggs because you had put on the tomato. On each egg. And then finally the cheese. So depending on the cheese, if you want lots of cheese, just put lots. So just like a pizza. And then because I'm noticing my egg is a little bit dry, I'll add a little bit of water so that it actually gives it more chance to steam, to cook the eggs. And then cover for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes a wrap. cheese is nice and melted. It has a nice cheesy flavor. Looks nice. It's the water that I had put will help it, like I had said, to steam a little bit further because I felt it was dry. So how you know it's cooked, it now depends on the doneness of your eggs. So this egg is a little bit runny, which is exactly how I wanted it. You can leave it to be firm. This is a portion for one. So there you have it. So it's complete. Cheese is nice and melted. And now just to complete the picture, I mean the presentation, is take some chopped parsley, just sprinkle on top. So there you have it. It's as simple as that. Now what can you serve this with? It can be for breakfast, it can be a meal by itself, because this is an egg and tomatoes. You can serve it with ugali or rice, you know, it's up to you. Personally, I'll take it for breakfast because this is a complete breakfast dish. Cheese, eggs, tomatoes, perfect. It smells really nice. Hope you like yours. I know I'm going to enjoy mine when I start digging in. And if you have any questions, just put them on the comment section. And I hope you've learned something new. Today's cheese has been the Everyday Cheese by Sirimon. Get yours. I'll put also the link on where you can get it online, but they're also available in all leading supermarkets. Until next time,